Hey everyone, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It's time to say, it's time for Friday night on the Homestead. And tonight's topic is pick one crop to sell, and then why are you picking that one crop? So let's get back over here and me up here and the Corky, aka Courtney, is here as well. She was here a second ago. She just stepped away for a second. How's everybody doing out there tonight?
Sorry, I was having issues.
I know I've been having issues too with the whole internet. I had to reset it twice tonight so far. So if I disappear, folks, give me a couple minutes. I'll be back. Let's see who all is in here. Go scroll back up to the top. Okay, so Walt Rogers, first one in. Then Phelan Clan Wolf, Idaho Garden Girl, Joe, Garden State Gardener. And let's see, everyone's talking. Brenda, Duncan 1900 Homestead. And of course, Courtney came in and said hi to everyone. And CR is here. That's creative redundancy for those of you who didn't realize it. Something about that big CR in his avatar logo there. And Joe is Ubering, so he'll be back in a minute. And let's see. Yeah, that's one of the ones I really liked. It's not too rocky. It's just so that's kind of a mellow, go with it music. And Aiden is here from across the pond. Oh, righty. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, not sure when that happened. Just checking something popped up here on the other one here. Oh. Cajun Hydroponics just went live too. Hey Shawnee, welcome. You get a few more people in here. So my process thinking about tonight's topic was we got a lot of gardeners out here. We got homesteaders and just those that garden in the residential plots and stuff. And I was just thinking, the way like egg prices are going up and other stuff's going up. If we had to grow something to make extra money, what would be that one crop that we would grow to sell and why? Before we jump into the conversation, I got two other things to bring up here. And first is, hey, we still accept, if someone wants to join the weight loss challenge, you can still join. Just email me or Wayne at the Ungrateful Peasant or Gardening Warrior Q. Those are the two captains, and let us know that you want to participate. And Prepping to Endure is in the house. The other thing is, I'm doing 2 giveaways tonight for channel members.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do the wheel. So there's no questions, none of that stuff. Just going to do the wheel every Friday night, sometime during the next hour. And then after I'm done tonight, if I end on time at the top of the hour, we got a half an hour before Carol Fishes and Lowe's Live goes live with Friday. And Suburban Hillbillies in the house now. And Prep for Attorney Homestead. Hey, Brother Donnie. And yep. All right. So we're building. So those are the 2 little announcements going on. So, all right. So several ways I was thinking about. There are several ways you could, if you grow something, you can sell it. One is at a farmer's market. 2 is point to point. Basically, you put like stuff out there on Facebook, on some of the. There's some apps for selling stuff locally out there. I don't know what they are. My wife deals with that stuff, and she's always finding stuff for the grandkids on it. Hey, Star, how's it going? And so there's ways you can just sell without having to go to a farmer's market and sell there. And so let's go look at it. One thing is if you put in fruit trees, apricots, peaches, apples, cherries. And there are some other fruit trees you can put in: nectarines, oranges, lemon trees, and stuff like that. You can sell stuff from those. But as far as an actual seasonal garden, cucumbers, different types of squash and zucchini and other types of squash, patty pans, whatever it is. You look in to see what people are interested in buying. Tomatoes. And you don't have to sell the tomatoes. You can actually sell tomato starts. Because there are, we've seen several, like 2 or 3 booths up in Idaho Falls and a couple booths down in Blackfoot that sell, starts of different plants, like strawberries. And we picked up some a set of starts down there last year. And then blackberries. Especially people would probably buy the starts, the bare roots, or in a little pot if you had on it thornless. And the thornless lollies are actually very good. And blueberries. You can do starts with blueberries. And if you have any elderberries, you can sell those starts as well. Or you don't have to sell the fruit, process it, and that way you don't have to worry about it going bad being transported. Make jams or jellies. You can process that and sell that, and we've seen that for sale at several of them. My wife's gotten a couple of different things. The other thing I just thought of like a dumb idiot. I thought about it twice, and by the time I got back in here to look for the picture, I got distracted. If you have a freeze dryer, or a friend has a freeze dryer to let you freeze dry stuff, and you can freeze dry strawberries, apricots, whatever, and you can sell those as well. But some of the co-ops and the rural supply stores and stuff will sell, if you bring in the flats of, if you got to talk with them and deal with them ahead of time, and they will sell the flats with the 6 or 4 things of like strawberries or tomatoes or something like that. And Green Granny Denise just came in too.
Hey, Green Granny.
Kaylin Strain's in the house.
Yo, Kaylin.
So I think that's my last. Yeah, that was my last one. That was some of the thoughts I had. But hey, I am new to the gardening scene. Well, new again. I gardened a whole bunch when I was a little kid, but so my thought is, and everybody in side chat, if you, to gain, hang on. Ooh, blackberries were going for $20 a gallon pail last year.
Really?
Now, I'm taking it that's the picked blackberries in a gallon pail, like one of those ice cream bucket things, which is a good way to recycle your ice cream buckets. And well, I would just say $20 a gallon. I'm trying to remember back when I was a teenager, my younger brother, my cousin, who's between my younger brother and me in age, and the neighbor across the street, took over running the blackberry plants that was on the property, our property there. And they started doing all the stuff, and they actually added another row of blackberries and stuff to it. And they were selling blackberries out in front. I can't remember how the little plastic baskets you buy in the store. I don't know how they got a whole bunch of those. I'm not sure how much they were selling them for, but they were making some good money for teenagers. And then as the summer got progressed along, it's like, hey, let's plant pumpkins. And they were selling pumpkins, giant pumpkins. They had my dad had a huge scale that could weigh up to 250 pounds. And they'd be weighing these pumpkins that weighed anywhere from, 20 pounds up to 75 pounds and selling those. But who the what? Hang on. What the flock? What the flock? Oh, there's What the Flock. Hey, how's it going? And so I'm just kind of thinking, like, if you were going, to grow stuff, Courtney, what would be the one crop that you would sell at a farmer's market? Or and I froze, and not your eggs. Your eggs go next week.
Yeah. No, it just depends. Like, elderberries go for a really big price. So if you have elderberry cuttings, people buy those. I mean, they were going for as big as $30 a plant. So yeah, elderberry cuttings, or if you're, more into the vegetable aspects of it, tomatoes are always number one. People always want a fresh tomato. They never really want one from the grocery store because they taste like crap, so people always flock to tomatoes. Peppers are another one. If you can get a lot of peppers, people always like to eat those. Anything that you can really grow well in mass quantities, really. I mean, lettuce right now is going to be a good one. So
yeah. And speaking of lettuce, I mean, I just took another big, huge grocery bag of lettuce over to my sister today after I had a huge monster salad myself.
Yeah.
And the plants the plants in there are all ready for another. I can snip off another salad tomorrow, and they're already starting at the bottom, starting to regrow from the bottom up again.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's it's real. I mean, and it's actually the lettuce I'm growing is Grand Rapids lettuce, and it's actually not bitter. And I had some big old leaves off of it, and they weren't bitter yet. So
you have to really be careful if you're canning stuff. Some states require you to have a separate kitchen.
Yeah.
So I never would can and sell my own stuff just for that reason. Like the health food and stuff, people will come down on you. So I just never did that. And you have to actually be careful here in Ohio selling eggs at the farmer's market because they have to be kept at a specific temperature and and all of that. So if they come around, they can fine you. So you have to be careful with that as well. So, but anyway, like tomatoes are really a really great one, especially cherry tomatoes. A lot of people love getting those little bushels of cherry tomatoes or whatever, pecks or whatever they're called, those little things of them. And I would say any type of berry, really. You have to be careful too because they go bad really quick. So
with the cherry tomatoes, if you have different types, you can have like a rainbow basket of the dark ones, the orange ones, the yellow ones, all the different colors in there. Hey Debbie, how's it going? Hey Jujubee.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, Jujubee. It seems like everything that New York does is kind of asinine. I'm just gonna kind of stay away from that state. I'm good.
Well, California's not too far behind it.
I mean, that's just so ridiculous. I have to have an architectural certificate to sell. I mean, what if I sell in my yard? I'm selling out of my home, or I have to have a certificate for that? That's so stupid.
Well, I know some people get around stuff like that by, they'll have a little one of those little tough sheds with shelves in it, and they'll have a donation coin box there. You just stick the money down in it, and you can take some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey Glenn, how's it going? So it's, and I've been thinking about this, and actually my wife's been thinking about it too for a couple of years now. What do we want to grow here in Idaho, specifically once she gets up here? Because if I start growing it, to grow to sell, I'm not making any more trips that year to California. And so we've looked at a lot of things, and if one of the things I've seen selling pretty good, I mean, I think it was $6 for a 4-pack of small strawberry plants.
Yeah.
They were selling.
Yeah.
And with the success my wife has in propagating strawberries there in California, heck, when I make a run back there, she could have like 50, 60 plants for me to bring back to here. And I just go up to the farmer's market and sell them up there, and just, probably pay for all the gas, the fuel costs to drive there and back.
Yeah.
Plus all the stuff I'm bringing back, I was going to have to bring back anyway. So that would help out there. But then it's like, I wish we had the 2 trees of apples we have there in California here now. Because my wife gives away 5-gallon buckets, a couple buckets. And then when the stuff gets to a certain point where people don't want it, she just throws them away into the recycle bin, where they take it to. We have a green recycle bin there that they put all vegetation in. They take it to a place where they compost it. Plus, she takes over, about 20 apples, the apples about that size, every other day across the street to the horses over there. And she feeds the horses apples.
Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things. Zucchini is another one that is really popular in the summertime, and people always want it. So you could always grow that, and it always seems to be plentiful. Like, people always want it. So that is another one that, and you have to pick and choose. I mean, you could grow carrots and sell them at the farmer's market, but if people don't want carrots, in the summertime, people always want like tomatoes and stuff like that. So.
And you talked about the zucchini. There's also the patty pans were a big mover up here in Idaho Falls, because we went there fairly early in the morning, and they were already half gone of their patty pans.
Yeah.
And they say, the patty pans are gone in a couple hours, and it takes most of the day for the zucchini to go, even the small, delicate ones that are, and they sell it by the pound. So it doesn't matter if you get a big one or a little one, they're selling it by the pound. So, thank you. Super chat. Or super sticker. Woo.
Yeah. It also depends on, like okra and stuff like that in the South would probably sell really well. So if you can, he just said it.
Yeah.
If you can grow okra, you probably got it made.
Yeah. Microgreens. I wasn't looking for microgreens the last time I was at the farmer's market. This next time I have to check out to see if there's someone selling microgreens there or not.
I would just stick with the 5 vegetables that that people always want. Microgreens, there's not something that people always want. People are not always looking for those. So I think people are looking for just your basic vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, squashes, maybe even onions if you're really good at growing onions. That might be on your list. But I wouldn't go to anything weird, or I definitely wouldn't sell microgreens just for the fact that, we know about them because we love to grow. But do the masses know about them, and do they want them?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Gear.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I haven't seen any at least I don't recall any microgreens up here at the farmer's market up here in Idaho Falls,
I've never seen
or the one down in Blackfoot.
Yeah.
But they sell just about everything else that you grow and that you can keep and stuff. Problem is, with vegetables and stuff, unless you have a stand at your place to sell from as well during the week, what you don't sell, it may not keep for an entire week to sell it the next weekend. So unless you have animals to feed it to, like pigs or cows, you're going to be, or chickens, it's going to be kind of hard to, work it out so you're still making money in what you're growing. Yeah. Because the farmers market charge a certain amount for you to come for booth space, and you got to sell enough to cover that.
Yeah, we have a lot of sweet corn too. You would have to, definitely not going to sell sweet corn from your backyard. You would have to have a field where you had it and are willing to sell it. Definitely not gonna, if you're just doing a backyard garden, you're definitely not gonna sell enough sweet corn to make it worth your while. But that is really, yeah.
Justin's in the house.
Yep.
Yeah,
sorry, we got a sick kid, so he's just
yeah. I went when I took the lettuce across the street today to give to my daughter. She goes, yeah, they're all kind of coughing and stuff, and she kept yelling at the boys, "Cover your mouth!"
Yes.
A 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old, trying to get them to. It's like kind of like the ones there's playing going. I go, Aiden, like this. Cover your mouth with your sleeve.
Oh, Keith Kronk, what's up?
Hey, Keith.
Yeah, sweet corn, like we just have raised garden beds. We mainly just grow for ourselves. This year, I am planning on growing tomatoes for the farmer's market. I got a specific type of tomato to do it, and I cannot think of the name right now at the top of my head. King Poobah, can you put it in there?
It's not the Grandero, right?
No, Grandero's for us. Those are paste tomatoes, so we make a lot of sauces and stuff out of those. But I have a specific one that I wanted to grow for the farmers markets, and hopefully we can make something off of them. I don't know. Even if I sell for like 50 cents a tomato, as long as I get my money back that I paid for in seed, which a packet of seeds is like $5. So then, it's called, Grand Marshal is what I bought. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. So I'll be planning that, and hopefully I get, and that's a determinate. So it'll hopefully will be a one shot. Like I'll get all of my tomatoes hopefully at once. And is it determinate or indeterminate? And I can't think of the process right now. My head hurts.
Determinate would be you get more at one time.
Yeah, determinate. Yeah. So that's what it is. It's my first time planting those. So I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but we'll see. And hopefully I can take it to here. We have a place that has a farmer's market on Thursdays. So we'll figure it out. My son won't be in school then. So definitely don't want to take him with me because that would not be good. That would not be good. Can't control him.
Now, my neighbor across the street here, Curtis, several years back, he's got 2.5 acres over there, and he put 1 acre into sweet corn. And he has a bigger tractor than mine. Disked it under, or turned it first and disked it and prepped it all, and then had the kids go out there and they made the rows and they planted the corn and they watered. They they tended it, weeded it, did all that, and then they sold around town here the corn, and they made some decent money on it.
Yeah.
Problem was, the next year, everybody else was planting corn. You go, oh, corn grows good here. So they were all planting, corn and stuff. So the next year they didn't make nearly the money, and of course they didn't want to haul it up to Idaho Falls to sell at the farmers market up there.
What does a dozen, or now they do a baker's dozen, 13? go for, because I can't eat corn anymore. So it's been years
Me
since
neither.
I bought a dozen or 13 or a bag of, sweet corn. Anybody can tell me out there, because I can't remember. So yeah, if you can make a killing off it, if you have a field, a pretty decent sized field. I mean, Gil does. He could grow sweet corn in that, and you could make decent money off of it. But for me, I don't have enough space. So I have to rely on the littler vegetables like tomatoes and stuff like that. And I wish I was better at growing things like broccoli and cauliflower, because if that was the case, then I would totally sell that. But I'm not.
One of the things my wife was thinking about that we could plant here out in the field was the snap peas, and there's another type of pea I can't remember off the top of my head. And we just go out there, start picking Thursday, and then Friday, and then haul it up to the farmer's market on Saturday and sell them. And anything that doesn't sell, no problem. The chickens love it.
Yeah. Oh, I was so excited today. We went to the meat market, and my mom is so nice. She gave us a gift card for Christmas. So my mom always thinks about stuff like that. So we bought a bunch of meat at the meat market, but they had these huge things of cabbage. Huge. I mean, they were like this big, for 99 cents a head. So I'm not eating it myself. I grabbed a couple for my birds. So I told the woman, I said, this is more entertainment for me, because now I get to watch my chickens tear apart 2 big cabbage heads. It's kind of exciting.
Okay. And so, snow peas was the other one. Shawnee said, 14 ears for $8.
Oh, okay.
And then Brenda said 15 dozen for $17.
Wow.
So the Amish sell it, pretty cheap, but the Amish have acres and acres, and they put in a lot at one time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it on video, but unfortunately right now it's snowing. So I really don't want to go out there with my camera while it's snowing, but if it's okay on Monday, I might do it on Monday. And but I'm kind of excited to give them those cabbages, because they're just going to have a ball.
Yeah. Well, let's take a quick break here. And guess what I have here? I got the Wheels of Name for channel members. All right, so I'm giving away a 5.
Nope. Yay! Oh.
Now I can speak. I froze. But his brother Donnie here. Is he still here? He was here earlier. No, I totally froze. And when I totally freeze like that, when it loses connectivity, it not only takes out the camera, it takes out the audio.
So no, you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
It's cutting out, Kaylin.
Yeah. Brother Donnie, are you still here? While we wait for that, I'm going to throw the link out there.
Wow, 100 pounds of tomatoes for $13. I bought a 50 pound, I think it was a 50 pound bag for $20. So, wow, that would be amazing. I would love to, but I don't think I could can them fast enough. I don't know.
You would have to have 2 canners going.
Yeah. I definitely would have to have help. But canned potatoes are awesome. So good.
All right, Brother Johnny, did you go outside to take care of the animals or something again? I think that's happened either on Tuesday or Monday. his name came up, and came up twice, and then he showed up. I'll give him another 30 seconds here. Come in here. Yeah. One of those big burner stoves, a Wolf stove or a Viking stove. Even the 6-burner, the big 6-burner Wolf stove that my grandfather's putting on his catering trucks. You can put the biggest water bath canner. You can put 6 burners, or you can put 6 of them on that stove.
Yeah. It doesn't take us very long to do tomatoes. It's like potatoes are a process, because you have to basically dice them, blanch them. You have to wash them twice. There's a process, and then you have to put hot water in with them. It's just, you really need help with it, Yeah.
20 avocados for $5. My wife would be interested in that. And my daughter, not me. I'm sorry. I've never liked avocados. Just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
Still have 20 gallons of tomatoes in the freezer. Oh.
Yeah. We did like 800 pounds last year, and I contribute all of that to our Grandero tomatoes. We did amazing. I literally had 60 pounds of tomatoes every couple days. It was crazy. And we canned all of that. By the way, those Grandero tomatoes make the best sauce. Yeah. Not that I'm comparing it to freaking ragu or something, but when it came out and we processed them and you tasted it, it was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff tastes like you bought it from the store. It's really good. And I didn't put any sugar or anything. Like, it's just sauce. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Well, Brother Donnie hasn't popped up to say he's here. All righty, let me go ahead and close, and we'll spin again.
I like salsa too. My son really loves salsa. What? How did I win? Oh. I can't hear her. You're muted.
You had one of those freebies from Joe.
Oh.
So Courtney got a $5 Amazon gift card.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have fun with that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's go back over here, and I'm going to preset something up here. Give me a second here for the next, because in about 15 minutes, we're going to give away another one. And so I want to make sure I got that preset up with the audio working on it this time. There we go.
I'll try not to spend it all at once, but it'll be a nice little $5 discount for something. Or we'll take the tax off of something. Yeah. So that works for me. Thank you.
Yeah. One of the things that tomatoes is one of the ones we're looking at possibly growing and selling, and strawberries.
Yeah.
Or strawberries up there. If I can get the strawberry plants here to be prolific, where I have them growing in like 10 or 15 of the raised planter beds, the IBC tote planter beds, where I can control the earwigs and the bugs and stuff away from them, then that will make it worth it. The other thing too is I was thinking about if we start canning, like make strawberry jam or apricot jam or apple butter, because my wife has so many friggin' apples there in California. She can make the apple butter there, and on one of my trips I could just bring up cases of it, little pints apple butter to sell. But I was thinking about using not using the expensive canning jars, but like, all right, if we did like the quart, we have a bunch of the quart jars from Smucker's. So basically, we can it, pour wax in on it, just put that twist lug back on top of it, and reuse the jar, and that way, we're not out any money for the jar.
Yeah.
But and we've also been thinking about some of the small glass jars that have the compression snap lid on them, like the Armor and the I forget the other brand of dried beef comes in. Those are perfect sizes for you to do jellies and jams in. And if I put the word out around town here and across the town across the street, all year round I could be collecting jars to do that.
Yeah. King Poobah says to take some of those cuttings off the trees and plant them or get them started in Idaho. That way, I mean, especially if those apple trees were really prolific, you could definitely try to recreate that.
Yeah. Well, I've been the last batch of apples my wife brought up. I've been trying to do the seeds, and a couple of the apples went bad, so I just tossed them out in the compost pile. Maybe they'll grow out there because they're not doing they're not doing good indoors trying to start a seed. But was just funny is I posted let me see if I can bring it up here. Facebook. I put a post on Facebook, and where is it? There we go. Open a new tab. There we go. Open the tube. So this is what I posted in the Life in Blackfoot. Screw it, I'm gardening, and the ladies out there in the snow gardening.
Yeah, I've seen that around. That's pretty.
And one of the things I just got was from someone here saying, "Seriously, Costco is selling fruit trees. I want somebody. Well, where do I put them?" And so she hasn't replied back. I just asked her about an hour ago. Actually, I asked her about a half hour ago, what types were they selling? Because if they're selling apple trees, and it's a decent price, and it happens to be the Fuji or Granny Smith, I'll be getting a couple of each of those.
Yeah.
Because that's my wife. My wife has one Granny Smith that's a dwarf, and a Fuji that's a dwarf. These are kind of big for a dwarf. So either they were semi-dwarfs, but they're putting out a lot of apples constantly. And of course, the squirrels are raiding it constantly. And the neighbors' rats are coming over and raiding the tree as well. Mm. She still has buckets and buckets of them.
We were just looking over our seeds tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Every year we tell ourselves, oh, we're only going to do the basic. We're only going to do, and then every year we're like, ooh, let's plant this. Ooh, let's plant this. This year, it's going to be insane. It's going to be nuts.
As Glenn said, bye, y'all. Got to run a few wheelbarrows of mulch. Okay.
We have a pack rat right now in the garden that we need to take care of. It's quite annoying.
When it's not snowing or raining there, take a saucer plate, put the mixture of the Jiffy cornbread mix and baking soda 50-50, and then take an Almond Joy or one of the other ones that has a big almond on top of it. Just got a little piece of that off and put it, and just put that right in the middle. They'll eat everything. Because the chocolate smell will get to everything else, and they will eat a lot of it. And this comes from a friend of mine, Steve in Contra Costa County. He works for Vector Control there, getting rid of the rats and rodents and stuff.
Yeah.
And he says even on a rat trap, you take the almond with the chocolate on it and wedge it into the bait holder on it. So they got to really work it. And he says he gets rats all the time using the almonds on it.
That's really interesting.
So the thing is with the rat trap, boom, there he is. He's dead. You see it. The other one, you're not using poison. You're using something that he can't burp and he can't fart, so he's going to explode internally. So.
we're going to take a cutting from some pear trees down the road. Freaking huge. Yes, I want okay, we passed this house and on our way to get groceries and stuff, and they have like 5 pear trees. And I'm telling you what, I don't know what they do, but those pears are literally like this big when they come on. I mean, they're freaking huge. I told my husband, I said, how do they get those pears so big? But they're mature trees. I mean, but still, I'm like,
they once fruit starts setting, they go and thin the fruit immediately.
Mm.
My wife did that one year with the one tree. She thinned a bunch of the fruit, and stuff, and she had bigger apples because, a tree is only putting out so much, and if it's got 500 apples on there, they're going to be small. Well, you only have 100 apples, they're going to be big.
Yeah, it was crazy. I've never seen them that big.
And you're going live at it's Fish is going live tonight at 11:30 Eastern. So that's in about 45 minutes. Okay, just want to make sure I don't run over the wrong way here. If we ever get a couple beef cows out here just to raise, we will be planting a lot of zucchini and patty pans in the acreage across the street because cows love patty pans and they will eat zucchini as well. I mean, literally, we had a bunch of patty pans growing too close to where our milk cows were, and they broke down the gate twice to get at those patty pans.
Wow, they must really like them. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were out there just, my mom was out there with, a 2x4 beating on the cows, trying to get them out there, just looking at her.
Yeah.
Stop hitting me. And it's just like, jeez.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I really want some geese. My husband was looking at auctions tonight, and then he thought about getting a cow. We just have so much thinking of things we're thinking about, but I really wanted a couple of geese because I think they're so cool. I absolutely love my ducks, and they're so cool, and my ducks love to come up to me, and they're just really cool. I would love to have a couple geese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My wife had geese. Her parents had geese there, and my wife will not allow geese on. For one simple reason: as a teenager, she had sinus problems, and when she would blow her nose, the geese would answer back, and she'd get so mad because her brothers would tease her about that.
I like the pilgrim ones. They remind me of Mother Goose. I just think they're so cute. I would love to have a pair, or I don't know. But I love the ducks I have. Like, they have so much, the males have so much personalities. The ladies never come up to me that much, but the males always come up to me spinning their tails. And like, I had Spike, like as soon as I got out of my car, I said, "Hey, Spike." And he comes waddling up to me. He was so cute. I don't think he really knows his name. I think he just thinks I had food. But
well, geese are fairly smart. I mean, they'll recognize everybody in your family, and so they know, all right, this is my family now.
Yeah.
And so they protect.
Plus, they make a lot of noise. So if there's predators and stuff, I think we could listen to them and go out there if there's something going on. So
I'm trying to think what the other. Okay, one of the things my wife has done in the videos that when I go back there is in the front yard there, she has a couple of these metal trellis things we picked up from when the home base was going out of business and Yardbirds was moving in. And they're 4 foot by 8 foot panels with wire racks for it, like end caps. You hang all the things on it. Well, she has two of them going up, and she puts some boards across the top, and she plants her green beans and peas there.
Oh.
And up they go, and here's these peas and green beans hanging down. And when she was working from home, she set up a little desk thing right in front of the front picture window there. It looks right out to the garden. She'd be working, and she goes, "Okay, I gotta go pick some." And she'd get up and go out, pick a bunch, come back. I think she got them all. About 2 hours later, she looked at it and goes, "Dang, I missed a bunch." Go back out, pick some more. But the thing is, they hang down, so she sees them. But when you're up looking up at them, it's kind of hard to see them hanging down at you. So
yeah,
she would miss some of them, but she's bringing in armfuls in. All right, let me try this again here. So we're gonna give away another one now.
Woo!
And let's see if the sound works this time. Maria Metco. I haven't seen her in the chat.
I haven't either.
Kaylin, can you check to see if she's out there? Maria, can you hear me? Are you just lurking and not saying anything at all? I think what I'm going to wind up doing is sending out on like Mondays, when I do my live streams, Mondays, Fridays, and also for Gray Man Prepping on Tuesdays, send out a members only notification saying, "Hey, I'm doing members giveaway. You want gift cards? Show up." All right. Yeah, haven't seen CR hasn't seen them. All right, and Canon says no. All right, let's try it again. And I haven't seen the wine cellar Nikki either. The wine cellar Nikki, are you out there? I don't think she is. All righty. Nope, Kaylin says nope, she searched. All right, so let me try a different one here. Let's do a little shuffle here. And let's run it again here.
Are they in here? No.
I don't think so. I haven't seen them either. His Way Homestead, are you here? Trying to give away stuff and people don't show up for giveaways.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
That's what I noticed on my last one. All right, but there are 2 people saying no, they can't find them. The last one I did for my my 3,000 turned into a 4,000 subscriber giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone said yeah, and nobody showed up. Is Alicia in here? I haven't seen her. I think she made a comment on my other video, said if she's still awake, she'd be here, but I don't think she came in. Yeah, Star says, Kaylin's the Amazon magnet. I haven't seen her. Star says no, he's searching for her. All right, we'll try again.
Oh, yeah. Gear's in here.
Gear, are you going to take it this time, or are you going to type in the side chat, Gear's not here, like you did on Tuesday?
Oh.
Okay, I just had a brain fart here. I forgot to write down who got the wheel last. Who's the other winner? He's here but not responding. Again? Oh, spin again, spin again. There it is. Okay, and just make sure everybody sees it. He's saying spin again, spin again. All righty. So who won the first one? Try to remember who got the first one. I had a brain fire. I was excited and I forgot to write it down on my notebook.
I can't remember their name.
I can't remember either who got it the first time. All righty. Oh, Barry's in the house. All right, here we go. Oh, you got it. You got it, Courtney.
Oh, that was the first one?
Yeah.
Now I feel like an airhead. Hey.
His Way Homestead is not here, so skip that one. Hey, Carol, how's it going?
I didn't know it was the first one, but maybe I'm just
Adventures of Outdoor Eagle. I haven't seen him either. Usually he chats it up too.
Hopefully nobody else is sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Star says if I buy a lottery, he's taking gear.
True.
Hey
guys.
I know she's here.
CB, are you still here?
CB.
Is CB still here? Hello, CB. She was here.
Oh, I probably should turn off my bathroom light that is in the background. The fart fan is going, as Chris said, on there.
Come on, CB, are you still here? Either say you want it or say spin again, CB.
It's cute, Sierra. Hooga!
I know she's here, but whether she's
maybe she's checking on her rabbits.
Yeah. Two people left the chat. CB wouldn't leave the chat. She would just say spin again. Give her another minute here. So, Carol, what if you were going to grow one crop to sell at the farmer's market? What would it be?
It would have to be something Asian. I would probably, if I could get a hold of a Filipino banana. There's one that they love, and it looks very similar to mine, but they could use the one that I grow, possibly. But they go crazy over it to see it outside of the Philippines. It would probably be that, because it's just kind of like a no. You just, set it and forget it.
King Poobah said
That's right, bananas. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know, Gil. I actually texted her too, and she didn't answer, so I don't know.
Either she's outside dealing with something,
yeah,
or she fell asleep,
or she's becoming queen of the poop troop.
Maybe. Hope she has fart fins working.
Hey.
That was too funny, though. If you watch Chris and Laura's video, they all do that, it seems like, because our fart fans, which are the fans in bathrooms, if some of you don't know, was sprayed inside too when they did just even paint. They sprayed the whole inside of it.
Yeah.
We pulled it out and got a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, so when dishes get monetized,
yes, bananas and shorts.
I don't think Farmer John Bacon is here.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That would be awesome. I don't know how you would make that small, though. You'd have to get the guy from the circus with the sword going down his throat. I don't know.
Or a cucumber or a banana.
Or whatever. Yeah. Oh, no, it can't be whatever. That's right.
Oh, I got to let Steve know that he missed out again.
That's twice, yeah.
Yeah, it's twice now. Steve has missed out. Well, you're lucky, Glenn. Your name hasn't come up. Everybody else's has.
Glenn, they're prejudiced against Florida.
All right, I'm Outdoor Eagle's not here. All the thing acres, are you still here?
Oh my goodness. Doesn't it just pull though from the side? Like that side thing isn't who's in the chat? Is it all your members?
That's this is my list of my members on the side there.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I will download a spreadsheet from and just copy and paste it.
Okay. I didn't know if it ran like it could run like that though.
Yeah.
That would help Joe out too if it only ran off the people that were in the room.
Yeah, CB never even messaged me back. She must have passed out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that's what it is and it's nothing outside going on.
Yeah.
With the little rabbits.
All the thing acres, are you still here? If you are, say, I want it, or say, spin again. The wheel of misfortune, spin, spin, spin. Animaniacs.
Oh my God.
Oh, I haven't heard about Animaniacs in years.
That is hilarious. I forgot about that until you just... That's funny.
Awesome. That's awesome, Glenn. Did you see Glenn's talking about Everglades tomatoes? I can't think of his name. The one down in Australia was touting how wonderful they are. Something Self-Sufficient Me. He was talking about how great they are and that they're an overlooked tomato.
All right, another 15 seconds. All the things acres. And she did a super chat earlier too.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're like a cherry, but really small. They're really tiny cherry tomato, like a micro, like a Tom.
All right.
Mini Toms.
Wine Cellar Nikki's not here. Here. Yeah, hey, Carol, good thing you're not coming on for another half hour. I may be still spinning when you go live.
No, that's okay. That's all right.
P2E was in here.
Yeah, P2E was here. Are you still here?
P2E.
Is he still here, or did he slide out? We'll have to give him a bad time about coming and saying hi and leaving before the giveaways.
The wheel of not you.
The wheel of not you. Oh.
The wheel of everyone but you.
All right.
That stinks, Gil. I've seen this happen to you twice. I feel horrible. Like, and like they were there.
I'm really laughing. I mean, my side's starting to hurt because I'm trying to hold the laughter in. Star, can I identify as one of those missing ones?
Right.
Actually, what I'm going to do something here. Let me go to customize really quick.
If men can be Barbie girls, hey, why not?
Display remove button. I'm just going to start pulling people out.
No, not here. I like that one better, Brenda.
The wheel. No, not here. One more time.
Wow.
All the things
barely
acres.
passed up Idaho. I mean, come on.
All right. Remove. Try again. And Gear, are you going to take this one, or are we going to keep spinning?
Can you give it away to a member that's actually not asleep?
Yeah, Gary, if you wanted that, if you want me to give it to but if you want me to give it to a member that's here in the chat, you can do that. Hey, Gil, I have one thing to say, and he's not saying anything. So if you want to give it to one of the other members that's here.
Are you serious, Gear?
One more time. Okay, so.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
My hair time to dry.
All right, his way. Homestead is not here. We've already called him several times. Take him off.
Just get out.
Shuffle.
He does, I think so. Oh no!
Shuffling these people.
Steve is not here. The wheel is cursed. Yeah. This is the Pirates of the Caribbean cursed wheel. I am not going to take it. Okay, so actually, I'm just going to pick somebody. Fifth one from the bottom is a member. So Storms, Gear, Idle Girl, Kaylin. All right, Kaylin, it's yours. I'm counting up on the fifth one up of members and side chat. That was Kaylin. So Kaylin's getting it. So let me write it down here. And Kaylin.
Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. We all thank you very much.
So Kaylin, have you ordered those whatever it was you were saving up to order off of Amazon? I think you should by now. Because I can see here looking at some past ones. So I got Kaylin. Okay, so there's at least $30 here of gift cards you've gotten over the last month.
Kaylin. Woo-hoo.
Congratulations.
The gloves, got good. She got the gloves. Now you can get something else. And so the gloves she got. And for those that want to know what we're talking about, go into gardening here, and I'll show you the gloves. These are cool gloves. My wife has 2 pairs of them.
Oh, it's the claw ones. Do the claws stay on or they pop off?
They stay on until you wear them out.
Oh, okay.
The claw.
It's the claw.
Yeah, you can tell. December 2017 was the last pair I bought for my wife.
I need to dress like the cat lady and wear those. Oh.
Yeah. So that's what she got, and actually, she's gotten 2 pair by now.
Hey, Doris, what's up?
Hello, Doris.
Yes, they're good butt scratches, Star. I suppose some people use them for that. Might not want to do
my mind just went in the gutter with what he said.
Yep.
I'm thinking, how do I want to say this? In the bedroom gloves. My back. Yeah.
You're gonna get in trouble if she's watching you tonight.
No, because she'll probably say, "Okay, you asked for it."
Gil?
Yeah.
I look at you like a fatherly figure. Can you not talk about that, please? Thank you.
For an uncle. Like,
or like,
brother.
All right. So
uncle.
Like relative.
She was telling me, a couple of years after we got married and stuff, she goes, she went down. She was spending the night down at her parents' place because she was helping her mom in the garden the next day. Oh, and she goes, "My parents are noisy in the bedroom now."
Because she moved out.
Don't tell me they got the cat claws too.
No, but they were still active.
Ew.
All the kids moved out and they didn't realize they got louder. Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, they're one of her brothers. There's always been one of her brothers living there.
Oh, okay.
So
is he deaf? A little bit.
No, he might have been out. He might have been in the.
Screw it. He's the only one. Let's go for it.
Well, he usually the brothers converted the side part of the garage into a studio, and they soundproofed it out. Then they got to play the drums or the guitars and stuff.
Oh, so they knew he was in soundproof room, basically.
They might have suspected he was.
Legit question. Oh my gosh. My poor husband had to live with my parents for a year before this place, and it was like terrible. I'm like, no, they might hear us. It's like, I am not going without sex for a whole year. I'm like, maybe you will. I don't want to. And let my parents hear us. Do you see the way that door is cut? Somebody cut the bedroom door to where the gap was like this.
You need one of those.
And it was a tile.
What are you guys doing in there?
Like, no, that's horrible.
Hand up in there. Excuse me. Are you all busy in there?
Can you pass me some toilet paper?
Do you have a square to spare?
All righty.
Oh my gosh, that's so horrible. Wow.
That's Seinfeld.
Okay. Next week here, the topic is similar. The topic is
sorry, Doris.
Pick one livestock to raise and sell. What would that be? So that's what next week's topic is going to be about. So we're going to talk about livestock, and of course, other things will go along with that as well as with the livestock. Like Courtney sells. Oh, so that's here next Friday here on the Friday night on the Homestead. Monday, I haven't come up with a topic, so right now it's just the first 5 minutes talking about the weight loss challenge, getting the numbers out there and see who's ahead, and then open chat on Monday unless I come up with something between now and then. Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping is what foods have you seen shortages of? Now, it doesn't mean totally out of. An example, I went to last week I went to Winco, and usually they have your shelves on the grocery stores are 4 foot wide shelves. Well, they usually have an 8 foot wide section of all the different types of Chilean beans or Chile no beans. They have all the different brands, Stags, Denisons, forget some of the other ones and stuff. Well, they didn't have any Stags. They didn't have any Denison. All they had was the store brand and a couple other brands, and they were squeezed down to just a 4 foot wide, less than a 4 foot wide section.
Yeah.
And so whether or not several days later they expanded it back again because one of the other areas had expanded open, they had a whole bunch of that stock out. So. So, it's kind of interesting to see what is there, what isn't there. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of things.
I don't think it's like shortage on purpose. I think it's idiot managers that don't know how to run a store.
Well, actually, nowadays it's most of the stuff isn't done by the managers. It's done by the computer.
By a computer. Yeah, I know there's shortages of stuff because my pharmacy is changing, not changing my medication, but the company has changed 3 times that they get it from because they can't get it from one, so they have to go to another and then another.
Yeah. I know, from taking Fred to the doctor, they're running really, really low on kids' medication.
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about that back in August.
Yeah, and Walmart sent me the wrong one. They sent me the one with dye, and I just found out when I went in there. I thought it was regular, and it's not. It was something else free, but it wasn't dye free. The person grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so what interesting thing is, you know what, those the Mr. Buddy heaters I did the stuff on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have 2 here that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
My wife took one back to California. Soon as my son saw it, have him pick up another one. So I got another one in her office over here, waiting to go to California.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when the last time I was at Costco, I went around looking for it, and it was only like a week between the 2 trips. The previous week, they had a pallet and a half of them sitting out there.
Yeah.
This time, I couldn't find them anywhere. So they move them around occasionally. And so they might have been in another part of the store, but I was in a hurry, so I didn't stop and ask anybody. Hey, Moon. So the next, later on, I'm going to be going up there again, and this time I'm going to have more time. I'll ask, do you have any more of those Mr. Better heaters? Because I've been pricing out how much I'm paying for the firewood and how much it's costing me on propane. Yeah. And right now I'm getting really low on firewood. Mm-hmm. I think I have enough to make it, but with running this heater in here for an hour or 2 in the morning to warm it up, and the one in the bathroom, running it in there before I go take a shower and stuff, so I don't lock my back. Because the cold, my muscles just go in the cold if it's not nice and warm in there. Yeah, and my back goes, no, I'm not moving. But if I get another one, then I'll feel that much more. Being able to, I feel more relaxed. I can heat the house up and not worry about running out of firewood.
Yeah,
those storms, that's scary. Because
we're running low too, but it's March, so we're like not that worried about it. But
oh, Duncan said they had a shortage of the green tanks for the buddy heaters.
Yes, Walmart here.
Yeah, Doris, there's that too. Getting people hired on.
They were totally out of the green ones, and I checked online and it said they had like a 2-week back order on it.
I don't know if they're running out of Food Star, but I think it's a really they have the food, but they have no one to deliver it. They have no one to.
Yeah, nobody wants to do the runs.
Nobody wants to do it. So like the same thing with like the milk, like a while back, they were dumping tons and tons of milk because they had nowhere to send it.
Yeah. But that was also because they had abundance of it, and that's economics. If you have too much, then you can't keep the price up, and they have to have the price at a certain amount.
Yeah, Bob refills his tanks, but when Walmart ran out was just as the polar vortex was hitting here.
That's horrible.
So everybody was buying them.
Yeah.
And then they weren't, whoever was ordering wasn't noticing, hey, it's moving, the computer doesn't say, hey, we're moving a lot of these. We need to get more in time. So right now they have the prices back down on them. The price was $10 a bottle. Now it's less than $10 for 2. So
I don't know.
All right, Debbie.
I think my StreamYard took a dump.
Have a good evening. And all right, so we got 15 minutes before Carol goes live. And let me check real quick here. Let me pull it up and I'll throw
it's saying 13. I don't know why. That's not what my timer says. Their timer says that.
Yeah. Well, I got 14 on this computer. I got 15 on that computer.
Yeah, I have 14 on mine. On my I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, it throws it out the time link from whatever computer you set it up on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes to their central computer and picks it.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even thrown out my links. I gotta go. Yeah. I just got out of the shower so I could hop up and say hi and not be rude. I wasn't trying to be. Yeah. But Malachi's sick. I've got it now, and so I'll see you guys in a little bit, hopefully.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. All right. And here's the link to it. there's there's the link to Friday over at Fishes and Loaves Life. And so hopefully we'll see you all there. So we're going to end this. I want to thank Courtney for coming up here and for all her ideas on food and stuff. Invaluable. And Carol for coming up here. And everybody in side chat, thank you for putting in your ideas of what, things to grow and stuff.
Yeah.
And Barry says it's basically $4 a gallon for propane to refill the tanks out there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I haven't had, tanks I'm using right now, I filled up 2 years ago. And so I have a bunch of full tanks, from then, and I didn't need to fill anything up this summer. So now I got 2 full tanks left before I have to worry about taking them all down and refilling them. All right, everyone. See you over on Fishes and Loaves Life for Friday. Thank you, Courtney, again. And Courtney, your next live is Sunday night, right?
Yep, at 11.
At 11 Eastern Time.
Yep.
All righty, folks. See you all later.
Bye, guys.